here we are for the last time this year, Halloween Horror Nights. Let's go and see what it's like tonight. It's starting to rain, that's fun. Let's go get somewhere that has a roof. Picked up our wristband from this place today, near the front of the entrance. Front of the park, front of the entrance. Let's go have a look what we want to do now then. We got 45 minutes before the first house opens. We're in Louise, where we're gonna sit and have some birthday cake fudge and sit down in air conditioning while we wait for the houses to open. This is actually quite a nice spot to come. We got the Coke Freestyle machines that seem to be better maintained than the ones out in the park, especially at this time. And then it's quite quiet and it's nice and cool. So let's eat our birthday cake fudge. Well, can't say I'd recommend the birthday cake fudge from Minion Shop. It was incredibly sweet and, well, birthday cake flavoured fudge. Wasn't that keen on it. You get a giant slice though, so that was nice for $5. But yeah, wouldn't get that again. We're gonna go hang out at House of the Y at 6. I think we might as well. It's air conditioned. You get to sit down, and then that opens at 5:15. We can do that, and then we can. I think we'll go to Terrifier first and do that because the express line for that was quite large yesterday. So we'll go do the express line for that, which opens at 5:30. So should just be good timing after we finish the WWE house. Seems much quieter today. I guess it is a Sunday rather than Friday or Saturday. But this is where we're going. Oh, the air conditioning in here is good. Not that much of a queue either. We get to sit down. Let's start. We can get a little film.
We will set them free of their darkest desires.
This is the place to be. Well, for those tracking the sun and sky, you might notice that it's been a while since the last time I did WWE, and then after that it started pouring down with rain, so I just dived into Graveyard of Terror, which was closest by, and I actually had one of the best runs of the houses I've had at any of them this year. The cast were really on it. They got me like 2 or 3 times, and I did the behind the scenes tour today and confirmed that the story is largely vibes based. I wasn't missing much, but mildly understanding it a little bit more and having a cast that was really up for it. I actually had a really good run through that house. So now we are in line for Terrifier. That was a decent run of Terrifier there. I think the art actually makes it less scary because he's a bit comical and chilled out about his insane violence. It's incredibly gory, and this time Art was at the front having a wee, and then he wiped his hands on someone, which I don't know if it's part of the house. That was just Art that roams around. That's where he happened to be. Oh, big puddle. Yeah, not the scariest, incredibly gory. And I took the dry path today because I didn't want to risk getting wet again. So next we're going to go do Graveyard of Flesh again. New cast for a different house. That wasn't as good as the first time, but still more enjoyable now. There's 2 really good bits. One where it's completely pitch black for a corridor, and before it there's a set of lights that flash to like blind you further as you enter the dark. Then at the end there's a corridor with like 4 boo holes on opposite sides down it, and the actors on either side work together to get you as you progress down the corridor. So if they pick on you, it's scare after scare after scare, which is quite cool. Next we're going to go do either Freddy's or WWE. 5 Nights at Freddy's. Express line is about where it was last time I came, so shouldn't be too bad. That 5 Nights at Freddy's, the animatronics are super impressive. They're bloody huge, just like in the film. I don't think it's that scary though. I think because they're like puppets rather than people, but it's technically impressive, and the sets look just like the movie. So anyway, now we're going to finish off around here with the WWE house, and then we'll go see what's next. I like the WWE house. It's not my favourite, but I appreciate the lore and the storytelling that goes on in it. Now I understand what the hell it is, and if you were a big WWE fan, that would be an absolutely amazing house. It's also got some fairly scary bits as well, to be fair. Like the character design on some of the wrestlers is fantastic. But anyway, next we're going to go do Al Artista. Al Artista is so pretty. You go in, this opening facade is this like Spanish house slash large house mansion thing. And as you work your way through, it's the story of an artist who essentially draws monsters that come to life and come through into our world, and ultimately he ends up drawing his own death that you see at the end. It's so well designed that there's a whole bunch of rooms where you can see like 360 degrees. There's something in every direction, and there are windows through to other parts of the houses, and there's things up top as well. There's a gargoyle thing that jumps across at one point. It's such a good house, that one. Right then, now I am hungry, so we're going to go to Mel's Diner and get something to eat, which involves a trip through some scare zones. Let's go look at them as we get something to eat. Here we are at Mel's Diner. We have roller skating zombie things outside here. Let's see if we can find them before we go in. Okay, they're not out yet. They were out here last time I came, and the time before that. Normally rolling around here. Well, there's a zombie, but there's not many more of them on roller skates. Maybe we'll see them later. Anyway, so it's to eat. Right then, a big platter burger combo. Something like that. Beef burger, barbecue, sauce, bacon, onion rings, and a drink. That's what this is like. Well, that wasn't the greatest, and it wasn't the worst burger I've ever had. It's very average burger. There was some burger, some cheese, some barbecue sauce, and then some fries with it. Right then, now we're refueled. Let's carry on. Oh, the zombies are out here now. There you go. Let's finish up around here. Let's go to Jason and work our way around and finish up over here so we can do the scare zones at the end. Check out the BuzzCon Toxic New York Turmoil thing, or whatever it's called. The scare zone on the way there. Jesus, 95-minute wait. This one's popular tonight. Let's go. Jason is so good. That ending bit, which I learned it's called a gauntlet, is so good. Just a tiny claustrophobic corridor, one person wide, each side, surrounded by little boo holes for Jason to come out, and it's pitch black. At one point, it goes so dark you can't actually see anything. You just kind of have to shuffle forward and hope you ain't going to clash or collide into the person in front. That is such a good house at the end there. So then, now we're coming up past Hogwarts, so we'll stop in, see some Death Eaters, get some ice cream before we carry on around to Fallout and Monsters of the North. I swear it's brighter down Nocturne Alley at night than it is during the day. I guess my eyes are just adjusted. Hopefully Fortescue's doesn't have a massive queue and we can grab some ice cream. Alright, that's the last ice cream of the trip. Let's head back out. Oh, there's some Death Eaters. Let's head back out now and go do the final 4 houses. Oh, I'm making people move the Death Eaters thing. I like the Harry Potter land for Halloween Horror Nights. It's very atmospheric. Alright then, time for the trek back to Fallout and Gulkin, Monsters of the North. So, little walk back there. It's quite busy around here. 65 and 70 for the houses. It's busy tonight, especially considering when you do it for early entry. We did both of them like 4 times in 20-30 minutes. Anyway, off we go. Fallout and Gulkin done for the last time. Fallout, nothing really changed. I still feel the same about it. Not my favourite. It's got some nice pieces from the movie in it, TV series, not movie. And then Gulkin, I still really like. The monsters in there are really good. The whole atmosphere and vibe of being in the village, it gets taken over. And at the end, when you walk through the weird intestines of the monster, that's really good. I like that one. Off to do the final two now then. We'll do Doll's House first. The Dolls, let's play Dead Time. Did the behind the scenes tour of this today. Learned where the third guest activated trigger was. It's the doorbell as you go in. So let's go press all three for the final time through. This is basically your toy going through a girl's bedroom, but she's a bit messed up like Sid from Toy Story, and she destroys all her toys or modifies them in gruesome ways. I like that house, the Doll's House. It's got some weird smells of burning plastic or crayons and stuff, and it's generally just quite well done. There's a whole bunch of creepy ass dolls and toys that have been mutated and reconstructed by the girl, and then as you move through the house, she progresses from just like ripping dolls' arms off, using fire, using electricity. It's a good house. It's got 3 triggers as well. I finally pressed the doorbell. I learned where that was. So now it's time to go through the chainsaws and to the final house this year, Hatchet and Chains. So off we go. Hatchet and Chains is another really pretty house. It's based on a short that they had last year in the Source Cinema 2, and then they turned it into a whole house, and it is very pretty. It's kind of like Al Artista. There's vertical elements, there's 360 degree views in some parts where halfway through you can look through a glass and see the start again. And then, yeah, there are demons that have been invited into the world by the lady out front on the porch as you go in, and Hatchet and Chains must team up and get rid of them using hatchets and chains as their weapons. At some point there's a train that gets blown up, and yeah, it's a pretty scary house. It's nicely designed as well. So with that, we have now done all the houses. So let's make our way back around through the cat scare zone and through the main entrance scare zone and out the park. Some more chainsaw dudes like the Simpsons. Being attacked by chainsaw.
There's water on the table. Make sure to wash it out.
That's the cat lady. We're doing this in reverse, but basically the old lady invites people in who are trick-or-treating to sample her soup and turns them into cats. fun scare zone. It's nice to have one where the story is so clear, with the cat lady house at the end showing you how they become cats, and as you walk through the scare zone you see them progress from trick-or-treaters into full-blown cats. So with that, we're now done a full circle back here at Mel's where we had dinner. So let's go through this scare zone here and then let's head round out the park. That's an elegant scare zone, isn't it? They're all nicely dressed. Shame about the whole eating people and being possessed thing. So that is it. We are done for another year. 3 nights of Halloween Horror Nights 2025. So it's been a good year. Some good houses. Jason Universe, easily the scariest. Al Artista, easily the prettiest. And so, with that, we shall wrap this up. There'll be other Florida vlogs coming from Disney and Epic, so stay tuned for them. And if you like this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.